Yo, 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 yo. No
What's
laces.
happening?
Tonio Lamar and with my boy Marcus. Post game
Up?
live. It's going down, everyone. Glad to be back with you. First game of the season. As well, had a couple people come in here real quick before we get to talking about it too much. But first game, man, how'd you enjoy it? How'd you watch it? You just at the house chilling or what?
Yeah, I was at the house streaming it, to the TV. And it was a good one, man. It was what I wanted to see.
Yeah, I think it went pretty good for the Brent's first game. You know what I'm saying? Couldn't ask for too much more, I guess.
I mean, gave up 13 points, which is about usual nowadays.
Right.
No turnovers, forced one. I know they had like 4 sacks in the first half. So I don't know how much they ended up with, but I mean, pretty dominating looking defense. See how it goes with a better offense though. But I mean, they look pretty sharp.
Nah, it did. They did look sharp. Like you said, not many missed tackles. That's good to see, especially judging from what we came from these last couple of years.
Right.
Looking wild out there. But now we got defensive minded head coach. So I expect the defense to look a little sharper, but it's glad that we at least saw it actually come to fruition on the football field. Finally, week 1 is in the books, baby. I couldn't wait to get here. It seemed like it took so long. Jesus. Seemed like it took forever to get here. Yo, this Nathan in the chat. I see you. First one in. What's goody? But yeah, it seemed like it took so long to get here, man. Now that we here. So Dylan Gabriel, I guess we're gonna start with Dylan.
Start with Dylan.
So
Yeah, let's go
first
ahead.
impression. First, you want me to go first? You go ahead. Go first impression.
First impression, a playmaker. Not as accurate as what we used to, but we in good hands with DG though.
I feel the same way. I feel like although he missed a couple balls, I like the way he looked, far as his demeanor and him out there. I like the way he, the way he run the offense. He looked good out there. So I was pleased with that. That's one thing I was looking to. And, of course, throwing and how accurate was he. Got some overthrows. But first game, like you said, could have been a little rust. Who knows? But I'm sure he'll be all right. He looked like he's going to be okay. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I'm not worried about the quarterback position. If anybody was worried before this game, I think he'll be all right. I don't think we should worry too much about him. And the Nathan in the chat said the defense looks strong. A lot of the players around the ball, yes,
Oh
they look
man.
pretty good. I like to see
And
that.
how physical was they playing? Like I remember seeing Redmond, Gilliam, Kelly. I mean, I'm just talking about just bull rushing, they man straight collapse in the pocket. Just straight back. Like they just taking a man straight back.
Straight
Just
back.
like that's physical, like just fit they like he bringing the physicalness back. Let's just hope this builds. This is the stepping stone where they just keep getting better and better. But I mean, like to lose how many 3 defensive linemen to the NFL? It didn't look like it.
It didn't. I mean, they look. Maybe it's just the defense they were running, just keeping it more basic and simple, letting these dudes work. They was getting to it. They was getting to the quarterback, man. I like to see that. I have not seen enough of that in these last couple of years. Let's say offense has been good. It sputtered out at times the last couple of years, but like today came out trying to throw the deep ball, establish the deep ball game, get Dylan Gabriel going. I got you. But it was a little shaky, but it was okay. He ended up hitting Mims. I remember, like, was that the first drive?
First or
The second? When the drive they scored the touchdown. I don't care. Was that the first drive or the second drive? I can't really remember.
They scored their first 3 drives.
Okay, well, yeah, that first drive he hit Mims on, you know,
like
was
a
on
40. I think it was like a 40-yarder, but
yeah,
he caught it and ran like 20 yards.
right. And just so y'all know, I was at the game, and I will say it was very hot. It was very, very, very hot out there. So if you're wondering what happened to all the fans, most of us by the end of the first quarter was down in the tunnel down there watching the game on TV trying to get some shade because it was blistering heat out there. But a lot of people stayed as long as they could. I left a little early because I wanted to get back and do this show anyways, but whoo, it was hot. Let y'all know. I got a little footage too. I put something together and upload it a little later on. So have something to put up there. There is a little short out there of Dylan Gabriel scoring the first touchdown of the season that I dropped while I was there. So y'all check that out. But anyway, so it was like the running backs. I know we had, what'd you say? Eric Gray, what? 102 on 16 carries.
Yep.
Major 7 for 54.
Yep.
Barnes 4 for 25. My boy Gavin Freeman. The boy had him a little run in there for 46 and a touchdown.
Boy, looking like he did at Heritage Hall.
Man, getting out there, huh?
I was like, who? Hold on, who is 80? I was like, oh, I seen the Freeman. I was like, oh, Heritage Hall.
No, I forgot, bro. I forgot. I literally forgot all about it. We haven't talked about him in so long.
Oh, they've been saying that he's a player. He's been doing this thing in practice.
Hey, when I went to saw him live in person, let me tell you, he's the player out there.
Boy,
he's a player.
Boy, yeah, he got some juice.
We had 10 on 2 carries. Got a couple touches at the end there. I remember I saw that once Bevel was in the game. Yes, I should not have been watching the game and driving home at the same time, but you know, I was trying to peek down in my phone every chance I could. I'm with the stoplights. But we made it home safe.
Eric Gray is going to be the one that gets the 1,000 yards because he's going to get the touches.
Yeah. Well, remember Venables did say this was his, you know, he's the guy at running back. So I guess he's the guy. So we're going to see what he can do.
But I mean, he looked better than I say the beginning part of last year. Like this year, like this game, he was more decisive in his cuts and was getting upfield and showing more of his power instead of always trying to show what kind of cuts he got. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. And I didn't see his feet in the air as much as I'm used to. Because he usually getting flipped around somehow. But Eric Gray, man, like the kid.
But like, he was running behind his pads, as some people would say. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like instead of just trying to cut and make a move, like, all right, I'm finna get tackled, so let me hit you. I'm finna lower my shoulder instead of, I'm trying to cut. Let me cut back, and then you getting flipped. You know what I'm saying?
It's very Jimmy Satterfield in the Chiz, he said the defense was much improved. I'm impressed. And he also said, love the reverse by Freeman. And my boy Nathan says another Wes Welker. He already does.
Already.
That's who we go to. But yeah, it does give you that impression when you look at him. So, and he's he really is a good player. He's legit. I mean, I saw him live I think maybe more than once, actually, in high school. And I thought he was a player, so did my former school dirty. We didn't even talk about that.
Nah, we don't want to get into that.
Nah, so we had who else? Well, Barnes, when he had his nice little first run, he was a little excited. You know, ran out there, coming in hot. Got hit, fumbled the ball, but he was running hard. I think we got it back, right? So everything was fine on that.
Llewellyn with the clutch pickup.
How about who you say?
Llewellyn.
Oh, okay. Hey, how about my man Grimes? So
Oh man,
Grimes was looking like a beast out there today. I know
looking
it's
like
UTEP, but he look good.
yeah. Let's see if he can keep up that production. That's 2.5. What about Braden Willis?
Braden Willis with the touchdown. He did have a touchdown, right? Yeah. I saw that one.
Yeah, 2.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, B. Will with two tutties.
Yeah, 40 yards. 40 yards, 3 catches, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Mims got his hands on 3 catches, 81 yards. Had a longer 42. Not bad. But I'm pretty sure he won a couple more. Theo had 3,
Theo got
37
3?
yards. Yeah, for 37. 33 was on one play. So
Yeah, I didn't see that. I think I missed that.
yeah, you might. It was kind of later. I remember seeing Theo catch him. It might have been late in the second quarter, maybe, when he got what I saw. And who else on defense stood out to you? I know the freshman got an interception down there at the end. J.T. Williams, shout out to Tulsa boy. Who else impressed you on the defensive side other than Grimes?
Stutzman.
Danny looked good, yes.
Physical, good in coverage, tipping balls.
Yes.
Being in the right spot. Shigwebu had a good game. Billy Bowman had a good game. Like it was just a solid but quiet game. Like the whole secondary, I would say, was a pretty good game.
Yeah, they played solid. Yeah, I wouldn't say it was like the greatest, but they played solid. Like a lot of hands-on footballs out there, so I like to see that. Their quarterback was pretty good. I actually like him. I think he's gonna be all right. I don't know what he's gonna be, but in the future, but he looked like a good player to me.
Like I would like to see how many yards they had after catch. Because
Mm-hmm.
it don't seem like they had a lot. It was like they was catching it, they was getting hit.
They was getting tackled, yes.
And wasn't nobody running out open. It was actually coverage sacks where like they didn't have nobody to throw it to, and the D line was coming, so they sacked. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just a bunch of good stuff, man. Good stuff to build on.
So it was good stuff to build on because Gavin Hardison, quarterback, 6'2", 215. From New Mexico. Yeah, didn't play bad, honestly. I'm looking at it. 26 for 42, 244 yards. No touchdowns, but no interceptions also. The other guy threw the interception.
Like, he just held on to the ball where he should have. Like, if he could have got rid of the ball a couple of times instead of taking it back and maybe got a couple more field goals, that was like the best probably he could have did. But like you didn't see like nobody missing tackles and then the wide receiver running 40 yards or somebody just getting burnt, just all out burnt for a touchdown. Like it was really no big plays by them. Like I think they might have had a couple like 20-yard plays, but like no really massive plays.
Yeah, you're right though. But Jimmy Satterfield said workout Willie had a great game. Too many penalties, though. That's what he said. Also, how many penalties did we have out there?
You had a pass interference, at least 2 false starts, a roughing the passer.
That sounds like too many right there.
Yeah, that's just thinking off the top of my head.
7. They had 7 penalties for 59 yards.
And like the drive that they scored on.
Trying to be the Raiders?
Man, the drive that they scored on, they gave them 2 first downs. Personal foul.
Right. Yeah, that's right.
Covered a little too hard, but you let that slide if you get 3 sacks. Hey, I'll take that.
You take that.
3 sacks.
He's being aggressive.
Yeah.
Playing to the final whistle, giving what is an extra effort, uncommon effort. What's the phrase we use?
Effort.
Yeah. Uncommon effort.
With the uncommon effort with the sack. That was a good
sack.
one.
Yes, that was extra effort on that one.
And you seen, like, I don't know if you seen it, but Jaren Kanik had one kind of like that.
I saw that too.
I was like, yeah, he fast. I was like, yep, he gonna be a player.
He's gonna be a Teddy. Hopefully.
He gonna be a player.
Let's go. So that looked good. Oh man, when I went out there, it was like late first quarter, I think. I went down under, into the tunnel because it was hot as hell. And a lot of people, when I went down there, a lot of people's, family was down there and stuff like that. And one of the guys I ended up talking to was number 87 for UTEP Fryer, interested from Florida. With what's that famous school out there that all the good players come from, Michael Irvin and all them?
St. Thomas.
Yeah, and it's another school too. But anyway, it's 4 big schools, and his son went to one of them. But anyway, he ended up having a rough career as it went, and I think he's a junior now. And he made his first catch today for 5 yards out there in the first. And I was standing next to him. He was so happy, and his friends was sending him video of it. I just thought that was real cool, though. And he made his first catch against OU out there. So shout out to that young man, and shout out to his pops. You know what I'm saying? Zach Fryer.
That's what's up.
Yeah, I just want to give him a shout out. Yeah, you're right. IMG, you're right about that, Taylor. They got the IMG out there.
That's cheap.
Yeah.
A bunch. Heritage. Will Brandon Ennis go? But what else?
Shoot, I don't know. Hey man, I'm just glad we got through there without giving up 40 points. The defense, like we say, they look solid. I like the direction that they headed. They look very, very, very solid. Like they're gonna be able to just imagine when the more, no disrespect to nobody on the team, but the more talent that comes in, the more depth we build, I should say. And then it's gonna be incredible to see what they can put together when they get the specific athletes that they want to play these positions that would, like the cheetah position, or used to be called the Roy position. You know what I'm saying? So like when they get that guy that they really, really want right there, like, and Justice Harrington, as you was talking about before we got in here, he looked pretty good out there doing it. I have to say I prefer him over Deshaun White there. No disrespect to Deshaun White, but seen a lot of Deshaun White, and I really want to see how Justin Harrington can be. How can he develop it if he gets a lot of playing time? You know what I'm saying?
Like I was gonna say, like I was getting ready to say, like I gotta shout out Justin Harrington for the physicality. Because like he was, when he got out there, he was at, like, you seen 37. Like he was picking people up, slamming them. Like, yeah, you see 37. You was like, oh, like I was like, okay, this is what everybody been talking about with Justin Harrington.
He's big dog out there.
Yeah. Most definitely big dog.
Yeah, so that was my main impression was good defense. I like the way they were still like trying to run that football. That's what I like to see. Regardless, I want to see a team run the ball. So, and I like the way they would run it, and then try to hit them over the top. It showed some aggressiveness. Came out the gate like that. So I thought it showed the personality of our head coach that we have right now.
Yeah, it was kind of funny because like in the second quarter, it was like when they had the 2-3 announce, it was like, all right, y'all got cute. with all this throwing the ball, trying to throw the ball. Like, let's get back to it. And they got back. They got back to the running game. I think they ran the ball like 6, 7 straight times. Touchdown. Like, that's the
Yeah.
physicality, the offensive line moving people. Like, yeah, like that's it. That's what you want.
Nah, that's what you want. That's what we want to see.
I mean, all the running backs averaging like at least 6 yards a carry. You can't beat that. Or at least 5 to 6 yards a carry. You can't beat that.
Nah, you can't. It's pretty good. Good. I mean, good overall game by the team, the squad. And shoot. What you about to say? Go ahead.
They did what everybody expected or should have expected. So let's see, like, can they keep this up and like do the same thing to Kent State, and then the first test will be Nebraska. Like, can they beat up on Nebraska like this?
Yes.
You know what
So, who next? Who did you say?
Kent State.
Kent State. I keep forgetting about that damn game. I keep thinking about Nebraska. Like, I'm like just looking over Kent State. Like, is that the pay-per-view game this year? Is that gonna be pay-per-view?
I don't think so.
I
don't
hope
think
not.
we have no more pay-per-view.
Okay, I heard they was trying not to do that, so I didn't know if it was gonna come through or not. So, hey, whoever took care of that,
thank you.
Good job, guys.
Because I think that's going to be the lone 6 o'clock game.
Okay. So listen, I would want to say, I do like the fact that we had, let me see, 4 touchdowns on the ground, 2 touchdowns in the air, no turnovers. That is the key. And we have one takeaway, 233 yards passing and 259 yards rushing overall. Very balanced. All I can say, it's UTEP. Let's not get crazy, but I like the direction that it looks like they're going to go in. So I like a nice balanced offense, mix that with some hard-nosed defense. Hey, you got a recipe for a good team.
Yes, sir. Hopefully Congo's not hurt too bad. And
I saw him walking off.
Yeah, you got out of there fairly injury-free. Hopefully Congo's not nothing too bad, but that's what you want. A dominating performance, nobody hurt, and move on to next week.
So we're definitely back. Let's try to get back and do like a preview show. Kent State. Talk about, we'll see if I can dig up something on Kent State that's interesting, but we do something for that. And then we're definitely gonna do the post game for sure. But we'll be back, man. Any last words you want to throw in there? I think we kind of just, I think we kind of wrapped it up. Anything else you got?
No, I think we did. I think we covered just about everything, man. Billy Bowman looked good returning kicks.
Yes. I saw a couple nice kick. I saw the kick return. That he looked good. He looked good. We got what, 1 field goal?
Yep.
At least he got to go kick something. See it go through. A little 22-yarder.
Hot boy Turk is hot boy Turk.
Yes, sir. He's still doing what he does. And that's it, man. That's ball game. OU 45-13 over UTEP. First game of the season, week 1. Man, I'm glad to be back. Glad the season is, in here, ready to go. I've been waiting for this for so long. So we'll be back, especially more often now the season's up. And that's week 1. We'll put a button on that one. I guess we'll see y'all in a little bit.
Peace out.
Peace.